Don't tell mom. All right, the next one, Quinn Street. Have you heard of Quinn Street?
No.
All right, Google Quinn Street and go to their website for me.
All right, I'm going.
And tell me like
All right,
what
my
the
guess is I thought this was a fashion brand if you had told me nothing else, but okay, I'm guessing it's not. All right, Quinn Street, I just see a guy and it says where performance drives digital. And then there's like another stock photo and it says,
and this guy
accessing
is,
high intent prospects.
this guy's a horrible stock mod. Like these guys on here aren't ugly enough to be like a stock model. They're not good looking enough to be like, they look like they're like out of like a like Spanish or like geometry textbook.
Telemundo.
Yeah, like they just look like just normal. You know, it's like they're so normal that they don't even look.
Why does
stock.
your skin have like, you know, normal people wrinkles and blemishes? That's not right. Stock photo, you need to be perfectly airbrushed.
Right.
Is this the founder? It looks like the founder.
I don't know. I don't know who the founder is, but it's like a simple ass website that's not good looking. All right,
dude, I'm going through the slideshow. This slideshow is hilarious, dude. This looks like, you know, Meredith from The Office. This is like,
that's what I'm saying. They're like so normal
hilarious.
that they're not that it looks silly. So this company, I'm going to explain what they do. I'm going to tell you how big they are. So what this company does is they used to own, and I don't know if they still own these sites, but I'll tell you what they still own now. But they used to own websites like directoryofschools.com or campuscorner.com or learningandlife.com or findtherightschool.com. Just like these like boring websites that don't look that cool. And when you Google Ohio Auto Insurance, they come up number one. You enter in information and they sell that information to the highest bidder for insurance people. This website, it's like ugly looking, it's simple looking, and you like a lot of people disrespect it. They made about 600 million in revenue last year.
It's publicly traded.
It's publicly traded. That's crazy, right? This is another frame breaking company. Like they have, if you click their about page on Quinn Street, their about or one of their forms, like it doesn't work. Like it's like it goes to like a 401. Like they don't have it set up.
Dude, okay, you know when you meet someone and you're like, I can't tell if this person is absolutely a genius or if they're completely idiotic. Or if you're in San Francisco, you see somebody walk into a fancy restaurant with like a hoodie and like, you know, they're like wearing one Allbird and one Croc, and you're like, all right, this person's either homeless or a billionaire, right? Like that's like a pretty common situation in San Francisco. That's how I feel when I go to websites like this. I'm like, these are either the biggest dummies on earth and don't, because I can't understand what they do, right? Their website is full of pages.
It just says like performance are our products or something like that.
Yeah, it's like going into a video game and like you bump into one of the stock characters that just like is like, oh, hey, didn't see you there. Hello. And it's just like keeps repeating on loop some random shit that doesn't make any sense. That's their website. So these websites, they're either like absolute money printers, or it's like, you know, someone's aunt who's got some dream of like, you know, being successful and they're never going to make it because this makes no sense. I can't tell. And now when I get to finally, then I see the key money tab, investor relations. If you got an investor relations tab on your website, like it's working, right? Like, you know, put in the Bill Clinton clip where he's like, I did not have relations with that woman. That's how I feel when I see the investor relations tab. I know some shit's going down.
That's hilarious.
Our software is the worst.
Have you heard of HubSpot?
See, most CRMs are a cobbled together mess, but HubSpot is easy to adopt and actually looks gorgeous.
I think I love our new CRM. Our software is the best. HubSpot. Grow better.
It's kind of this whole website and this whole brand. It reminds me of like a fourth grade classroom with like the like, you know, like teamwork, and like each letter like it spells a certain word. Do you know what I mean? Or like
yeah, it's like teamwork. T is for teamwork. E is for, e is for everybody.
That's what this whole website looks like. But it makes 500, 600-ish million in revenue. Market cap isn't very great because it's a lead gen company, and those typically just don't have good market caps. But it's just crazy. They just ignored all the unimportant stuff, like how good does their website, their like public-facing brand website look, and they only focus on just the results, I guess. And they own all these other websites that don't look so bad, and they clearly get results. But it's like a really interesting company, and it's another frame-breaking business where they just don't give a shit about the things that most people care about, and it works. It's effective.
So I recently met two guys who run a business like this, and they've run 3 other businesses like this and exited them. I'm going to share, I can't share the story now, but I'm hoping 1 month from today, I could share a kind of crazy story about them. So I'm just going to put that there. A teaser for a future 1 month from today. You know, there will be a crazy story about these two guys. I might even have them on the podcast. I don't know yet, but this is insane. This is a Sampar special. How did you find Quinn Street? Where were you? What was what VPN and private browser did you have open when you were searching for this?
Two ways. One, a guy named Jackie Chu, who I tweeted me this a while ago, and I just saved it. And then number two, Joe Spicer, my partner in a bunch of stuff, he told me he used to work with them. He owned an ad network, and he was like, in the early 2000s, like I worked with them. They basically, right now they do car insurance and things like that, but they used to do University of Phoenix. So University of Phoenix, they owned all these school websites. You would Google like, what's a good online degree? They figured out that, and these guys look unsophisticated. They are not. They're very sophisticated. They like know how to get traffic to websites. They know how to do SEO. Like they look like a fat guy who like trains jujitsu, just like you talked about. Like, oh, this guy, he's good, but then he can like put you in a headlock, but in 3 seconds. That's what these guys are.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I found it just by goofing around and talking to people.
This is crazy. So they own insurance.com, insure.com, carinsurance.com, cardratings.com, money rates, bank tracker, Am1, and Modernize Home Services.
And then they partner with way more.
It's wild. By the way, that's a really great source for info is talk to people at ad networks.
Yeah, they know everything.
People who like work at Google Cloud or AWS, they know everything. They see everything. They know who's making money and who's not. They know who's getting traffic and who's not. And like, if you ever wanted to go figure out your next gig, go be like, yeah, I'll be janitor at this like mobile ad network, or I'm going to go be janitor at AWS. My payment, all I need is like login credentials into the dashboard, right? I'll be a account rep for high value clients. And therefore I need that list of the high value accounts that we have. And you basically just mine that. And you're like, all right, which one of the, who am I going to copy?
Right. Dude, there's a website.
Like going to a barbershop and you see like the number, like, I'll take the number 12, the fuckboy fade, please. Yeah, the line on the side. Exactly like that, please.
Do you guys do eyebrow lightning bolts? No?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll take the number 12 then. That's so funny. Dude, all right. The next one is in your world. Not just because he's an Indian guy, but because he's an econ
come
guy.
Come up with some reason that it's not just that.
I don't know, man. Indian entrepreneurs, you guys are taking over the world. I'm sure you guys all are part of the same tribe. You know one another, kinda. There's only 1 billion of you. So this guy, all right. So I was looking at the Inc. 5000 list. Of all the lists, that's the only one that like kind of matters. It's still, you could still game it.
Does it really, dude? I see this all the time. I see the random ass, some digital agency that I've worked with that does nothing special. They're like, we're a 3-time Inc. 5000 winner. I'm like,
well, you can still game
based
it.
Off of?
You could still, it's supposed to be based on revenue, and they're supposed. So I don't trust Inc. anymore, but I used to. And when I did,
I clicked the link for 2022. BlockFi is #1. BlockFi basically just went out of business like 3 months ago. So I think that tells me everything I need to know about you and your goddamn list.
They had already written the story though.
Greatest active athletes, Bill Russell. Like he just passed away 2 weeks ago. Like what's going on here?
They like created the list, and someone who works here like, hey, we got to remove BlockFi from #1. And they're like, seems like a lot of work. They're like, look, I don't make up the rules here. I just think them up and write them down.
According to us, is 245,000% this year. It's like, yeah, you forgot the negative sign, dude.
Like, but it's like, it's so far away, the computer.
I don't know where my charger is.
Yeah. That's what the 5000 is. You go to their office.
No one knows what the charger is at 8. We can order one, but we would need our computer to do that. I guess I could swing by Best Buy on my way home.
Yeah, but they're like, oh, it's happy hour. Daiquiris. Have you ever been at have you ever been at like your company happy hour and like you'll hear news that something really, really bad has happened? And had you heard about that during the day, you'd be like livid and
I'm
like
gonna act on this.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill someone. Like this is livid. And then you hear about it like when you're laughing at happy hour, and you're like, huh. Yeah, and like that's like what happened here. You know what I'm talking about? You ever been at like a company happy hour and you like hear bad news and you're like, oh,
100%. We used to do ours on Friday. It was called the Friday Wine Down, and it was like wine and cheese and like whatever. You know, that office.
You
was pretty
guys
posh.
don't
So
seem
it was
like a bunch of wine and cheese types of guy though. Like
I know, but the office. Before I joined, the office was pretty, adult and mature and like sophisticated people. And then I joined, I started hiring people that would sleep at the office. And so like it became this crazy culture clash. We ended up ending it, but it was so funny because it would be like Friday, you look at the numbers like, well, still don't have product market fit, I guess. All right, let's just head over to the office bar and just drink for a bit. And like, servers down. It's like, how much traffic you think we get on the weekends anyways?
yeah,
and then like one guy would go back to his desk to like fix the thing, or like they check their email, like, oh, we gotta go fix this. And then everybody else would be like, sort of watch them walk away, be like, all right, if he looks like he's having trouble, I'll go too.
Yeah. Like, no, don't. That's how you talk. It's just the voice of like, well, let me know if you need anything. I'm sorry, dude.
Right,
I was looking at this Inc. 5000, which apparently is just bullshit. BlockFi. I didn't realize. I saw BlockFi was number one. I didn't realize that was the company that like went out of business with. So yeah, the list is kind of null at this point. Doesn't really matter.